Ô, vieio! Boa, viejo.
감사합니다. Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Hey, Roman! Pleasure doing business. Take care.
God bless.
This like this.
Sure ain't easy to please.
Aye, I get a bad feeling when nothing's going wrong. Don't our learned physicians have a name?
I believe it's called force.
You must be the local gravedigger, right? I'm Henry.
Ignatius, Master of the Sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. What's it supposed to be? A pit to hell?
Nah, it's actually just a pit full of carcasses. These white crystals form on the walls of it. And that's exactly what we're after.
Ah, now I get it. You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave-digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella. You'll be a good helper.
Oh, dragging carcasses around isn't exactly your... But so be it. I'll help.
Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, everyone... And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal carcasses themselves.
Of course. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here? Nice and early, at day... Didn't you understand me? Like I said, be here at daybreak. That...
Is there some place I can wait for morning to come?
Of course, if you've got nothing better to... If you know how to read, I have a book hidden in the outhouse I got of a dead fella. That'll make the... In fact, you can keep it. All I...
And where can I sleep?
At the inn in Truskowitz. Get a good breakfast there, too. Here's a little something so you know I take care of my helpers.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Is that such a sin?
Says he was
All we need is a bloke who can't get it up when it's going to be snowing. So will be somebody did him in. Someone's chucked him into the water.
Three cripples.
My thoughts exactly.
The dead
Like
man
we should be
floated
living
down
in
the river.
fear for our women in our own village.
Right. Nobody's safe with that bubble around.
The dead man had a gold chain round his neck. Can you believe it? Someone popped him up.
Pleasure doing business. Take care. Take care then. Thanks for nothing.
Here you go. That's the last one you'll get today.
I'd like to do something about that price.
All right. Why not?
How's this?
We're nearly there. Just lower your price a bit more. Aye, that's... Thank you, and take care.
I hate you.
How's your sister?
Praise be Jesus Christ. Why'd you ask?
Yeah.
I heard she was sick. I just wanted to know if she's feeling better.
No, just a slight cold. Aye, a man would be calling for the priest. Women,
I'll drop by and visit her sometime.
Look at them human horses.
You're no longer
They
in
think they can do whatever they want.
Tell me then, what did he give you for
showing their goat faces
I
around
told you,
here.
and you dobbed
Someone
me
should
in.
teach them how things work in these parts.
My thoughts exactly. Like we should be living in fear for our women in our own...
Listen,
Well, fancy that. Have you seen it? Oh, Christ!
Planned for the wedding.
He's been babbling.
Greetings. Take care.
Look at them human horses. They think they can do whatever they want.
The nerve of them
What did I
showing
do?
their goat faces around here.
Someone should teach them.
Herzlich willkommen. Wiedersehen.
Really clever as fuckers' wings.
I came to apologise for the If we caused any damages...
You've served your penance by carrying them sacks, and I'm sure you won't forget. If you want to help me out, there's a group of humans at the table over there.
Should I kick them out?
No, a guest's a guest, and coin's coin.
What are humans doing in Troskowitz, anyway?
Beats me. I reckon Sigismund...
But if that was the case, he'd order them to pillage and murder, not sit around in a tavern.
Look, all I know is that they're sitting in my yard, are hungry, and have a pile of groschen that I could really use.
All right. But I'm not sure I'll understand them.
You'll manage. One of them speaks our language. But be quick about it. They're starting to make the locals nervous. Wojtek at the next table looks like he's about to pounce on them. And no more fighting. I want this to go smoothly.
And you won't lend me yours on any other day. Go and see
Christ, pardon me.
He says it's all right. I'll be happy to help.
Look at them human horses. Look how they think they can do whatever they want.
There you
The
go.
nerve of them showing their...
The innkeeper said you wanted some food.
Exactly. We do not want much. Just some bread and something beside. Maybe a bit of sausage.
you have money?
We have, and we pay for everything. On my name, not Voshko.
I'd love to take her for a ride.
Mind where you're going.
Big Bailiff Fresh too,
I spoke to the Cumans. They want some bread and sausage.
Do they have money?
Well, they say they do. They promised to pay for everything.
Well, all right. I'll believe them. The food is in the tavern pantry. But don't you dare take anything else, you hear?
I'm happy to think about something normal for a change. I'll be right there.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer. One beer, please.
Are you blind?
Hey! Nice strike! Hier! Du verdammter Mistkerl!
Fucking hell!
Take that!
These days no one's ever really
Users this low. Nice hit! I still can't quite do that.
lying here.
Put him in the stall.
Then what the hell?
Hey, did something happen?
Where are those Cumans?
What? You have the nerve to walk in here and ask like you're stupid. You left me in the shit. If you'd sorted it out, there wouldn't have been any trouble.
Trouble? What exactly happened here?
A brawl, and a big one. Wojtek and a few fellas had an argument them Cumans left in a hurry.
Who started it?
Does it matter?
I'm hungry. Where am I?
Call me, mind where you're going.
Are you being cautious? Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the
That
head
girl
office.
is just full.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
Wiedersehen.
The innkeeper said something...
I'd sleep better knowing someone made sure they don't come back ever again.
Someone like me?
What an idea. At least you'd show you're worth your salt. After
All right, then. I'll take care of...
Excellent. I don't care what you do with them. Just find... Seems they came from Samin. Try asking there. Someone must have noticed.
Have you seen a young girl?
If she ain't alone...
I reckon something devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
See you later. Greetings.
Could have been
One
a draft.
beer after another.
If I...
I'm looking for Pavlena.
I do. But I ain't seen her around in a while.
She hasn't been home for a long time, so Bajette...
If I was you, I'd go and ask at the rat house. Or Jezek the Cooper. That old goat had his eye on her one time. Only she wouldn't have him if he was the last man alive. Can't say I blame her. That Jezek's a drunken sot.
Do you think anyone would want to harm Pavlena?
Božena's not too popular here since that misfortune with Yakesh's wife, Ludmilla. But no one holds a grudge against Pavlena. She was only a young lass at the time.
What's this Jezek like?
And what do you mean about him having his eye on Pavlena?
He wanted to get married, and no sensible girl around here would have a drunkard like him, so he figured Pavlena might be an easier bet. He promised her a home in the village, but the girl wasn't so dumb as to fall for it. He's hardly got 2 groschen to rub together, and his house ain't no palace neither. All she'd have out of it is a heartache, and a bunch of brats as pig ugly as their old man.
And where might I find this Jezek?
If he ain't boozing here at the tavern, he'll be on the way here or at home.
Thanks.
And do you think this Jezek might have done something to her? Like abduct her because she scorned him?
Nah, he ain't got it in him. He's all mouth, but he'd never raise his hand to a woman. And even if he did, Pavlena would probably... Just recently, he got a black eye from this skinny fella here.
Can I spend the night?
Well, I don't...
Just the one night, Sinner. All I need is to spend the night.
I'll let you sleep on the hay for...
Let's agree on a... What would you say to...
Well, if... Very well.
Where should I lie?
You can sleep in the barn behind the cart, right next to... God be with you.
Did I imagine?
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Can I help you? Just a moment.
For me.
Ale.
Hail Mary.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
I don't know if I'm completely ready for this. But let's get going.
The dew is still on the leaves. The roads are clear. Hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will take care of us. Did I bring that stuff for Visor? Meat? Pain? Aesop? Got it all. Good.
Excuse me.
Come on, then. Get a move on. We've got a long journey ahead of us, so get yourself comfortable so your arse won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Sameen, eh?
Well, you could say that. I help the miller with whatever I can. I've got a place to sleep there. Soon I'll be able to call the miller uncle.
I remember Crazel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Sameen round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that bunny of yours belong to that gang too? Nothing to say? You must have something to hide, then. We're off to a nice start. Lower Sameen's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone. Yeah! Yeah! Whoa, boys, whoa! Come on, come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
It looks mysterious. What treasures might be hidden there?
You'll soon see. I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon. Finally. At least we're not blocking the road too much.
Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon. Here, sneaking around the store. Get over here, now!
I'm coming.
Move it!
What's going on, Ignatius?
Ah, Henry. Right on time. I asked you about things in Lower Samine, and you swore it was as clean as a well-gnawed bone. You remember, don't you? So now you can deal with this yourself. And please, make sure we leave with the same number of teeth we came with.
Well, what are you after, then?
2 stinking pieces of shit were sneaking around our stores and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some Scruffy and Dunger. What do you have to do with them?
Take a good look at me. Do I look like a slimy pickpocket? Or just an honest hand who happens to be doing some dirty work? Are you going to seize every farm worker leaving his field with dirty boots after a hard day's work?
It's about whose company you keep.
All right, so take a good look at Ignatius here and tell me how you imagine an old knacker like him goes around robbing chests. And don't forget to tell me why you think he didn't spend all that stolen silver on a better horse or wagon or even some nicer clothes.
All right, I might have been mistaken.
Just ask around. Unlike my clothes, my conscience is clean.
All right, listen. We'll be going then. But if you're happy...
Of course.
You can count.
Glad to... Let's go. Maybe... Did I get this right?
Not much left for us to do here, eh?
Hopefully our luck will hold out, and we'll only be breaking the limbs of carcasses today. The next farm's just up ahead. Hop on, and let's go. Here we go, Walter. Don't worry. That was just a kind of little favour for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jdar with their carcasses.
So far, I've just carried sacks. I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop 'em up and haul 'em off. I mean you'll scoop them up and haul them to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
All right, that's what you get. People sin here in their seclusion, thinking they're out of sight of our Lord.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow. It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
All right, I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly. Yeah! Yeah!
God bless you. Ugh, Jesus, this is disgusting. Yeah. Ugh, and another.
Pretty hefty, eh? They lived like royalty here. Where are we going to find 2 new pigs? More money out the window.
What now?
I took care of the...
And what about the...
Oh, right.
Aye.
Slow down, doggy, or you'll choke on it. Praise the Lord.
God bless you.
I took care...
And what about...
I'm not in...
Making sure you don't work anymore? Let's go then. Seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today. So far, it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Oh, ever since I started working for the miller, all I do is carry bloody sacks. I must have carried more than they could fill in skallets in a day.
It can always be worse. Someone might ask you to roll barrels. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then, you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
Well, what can I do? But I doubt I'll feel good about it.
That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me. Yeah! Yeah! me bones. Yeah! Yeah!
God bless.
Sakra. Dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to? Barking. He's coming from over there.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from?
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
First, tell me what you're doing here. And how come you're with that beast?
He's no beast. I came here to save him.
You mean steal him?
For him, it'll be a redemption from that horse and master of his. I'll take care of him, in place of my poor dead sniffer.
Bonnie... The gravedigger sent me to kill the dog. He's been paid to do it by the people whose livestock that beast killed. It's the last thing I need to do before he shows me the pit.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zenek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik treats him. He doesn't give him food, he abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick horseman, would you?
That's exactly what I'll do. I won't be lectured on what's right and wrong by someone who almost cost me and Ignatius our necks. Besides, I've done worse things in my life.
Henry, you can't. You don't have a dog. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, damn it, Bonnie. Ach, yeah. What am I to do with you? Take him and leave, then.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before someone sees us together.
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the lair. Praise the Lord.
What can I do for you?
Show me your way.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
It's taken care of.
Taken care of?
The dog is dead. So...
Dead, eh? And what are you...
Well, I did it exactly how you told me.
Oh, aye?
I dipped the meat. As soon as he ate it, it was insane.
Insane, all right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, right. Henry, stop trying to make a fool of me. I know when someone's lying to me. Come on.
I set the dog free.
For fuck's sake, we were supposed to get rid of it.
Bonnie from the mill came and took the dog.
Well, fuck me. How much more is that girl going to steal?
Oh, she'll take better care of him than Baysar did.
I sure, because if he runs off and ravages... Let's go.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slow. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or...
But there's hardly 3 heaps here. Is this really it? Are you yanking my pizzle again?
Of course not. True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, and the better it rots, the more nitra you'll have. Are you going to take...
I won't. I'll just tell Crazel where you... I don't know if he'll take something away.
Now that would...
Well, I reckon I'm...
You're going to take...
It's the only way I can be certain.
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I can't say I'm all that satisfied with you, but I don't want you to think old Ignatius is an ungrateful bastard. So I have something here for you. Although, to tell the truth, you did...
That's a shame.
If you're trying to come out smelling... Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again. Either with me or...
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This I have got to see. You didn't have to make such a feast of it.
Look at me. I'm a lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers. Cold and salty. This must be it. If you're going back to your cottage, I'd like to take...
Remember how I told you I didn't like? Well, that still goes.
Praise God.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Quasol, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
I'll have to taste in saltpeter.
As you wish, but don't take too long.
What's the next time?
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet whispers, carried by the wind, all the way here to me in the mill. Do you hear it too?
No.
Scribe Erezim received a trunk from Prague, and in that trunk was...
The document of Hermes Trismegistos?
No, a book. And from an author more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance, but the treasure's inside. You might say it's kind of an alchemical cookbook.
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again, eh? And in the castle, no less. I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in there. Trotsky is shut tight.
For some. The gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortals. But why try to force your way in when there's a person they'll invite in themselves?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samine wedding coming up. I can't wait to try out my new potion against drunkenness there. What about you? You still need to get there?
Certainly. It's why I decided to work for you. Or have you forgotten? I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. What do you take me for? Start by quickly finding some decent clothes. Ad charisma tuendum. You look like a vagabond in what you're wearing now. St. Paul wouldn't be pleased with you.
So you'll really get me into that wedding? Am I dreaming?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we won't be going by ourselves. We'll have company. Or, to be more exact, the 2 of us will be accompanying a certain person. Me as a friend and host, and you as a bodyguard, loyal servant. Call it what you will.
And who is this mysterious person?
A true lady will come to the wedding with us. Radiant as the morning star, refined as pure gold. All will be stunned by her beauty. and she'll be our lockpick that will find the weak spot in the gate to Trotsky. All it'll take is a little push, and clunk, the lock will open, and the book will be mine.
What weak spot?
The castle's weak spot is Chamberlain Ulrich, because he himself has a weakness for women. Of all the single damsels at the wedding, ours will be the most charming and irresistible for him. Noble or not, he's a mortal man, and he'll start to think with his male member. We will watch as he becomes feverish with lust. Soon, he'll be begging to take our companion to Trotsky. He'll pretend his motives are pure, so she'll be more comfortable. And when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, as her personal bodyguard, will accept his offer. Naturally, you'll say you won't leave her side so you can defend her honor. Once in Trotsky, Ulrich will do everything to get you to leave him alone with her. And that will be your chance.
I can hardly believe that you, of all people, would come up with such a straightforward plan.
Well, it's not all that straightforward. I admit there's a certain element here that makes everything more complicated. First, we have to find our gracious lady.
Where do you want to find this lady? Here.
Look, she doesn't have to be a lady per se. We just need a wench with a pretty face. We'll get her a nice dress, some perfume. She doesn't even have to speak. We'll do the talking.
Could Bonnie do it?
She could. The only hitch is everyone and his dog knows her face. Nobody with any sense would let her into the Sameen wedding.
So a village girl?
I doubt, and you can find lots of capable girls at the Zhelyaoff baths. It's true, Dorothy can be a bit...
Well, the last time I dealt with her getting your disguise washed, she was quite delightful.
You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2 cows or a small cottage.
All right.
You're a talented, likable youngster, like Knight Roland of yore. And don't forget, we're going to need to dress the girl up. So, stop off at Troskowitz as well, and get her a nice brooch. Mintha would be...
Where can I find...
Where do you think? The butcher's? Bartoszek has just the thing in his shop. A beautiful red dress made of Tyrolean brocade.
Why that dress exactly?
Because red is the color of love and passion. The rich Tyrolean brocade is just... Ulrich won't know. The dress is likely to be pretty expensive.
Where can I find...
Emmerich the apothecary might have some... Or ask Betty the innkeeper. She may be a god-awful battle axe. Or get hold of the recipe and make your own Mintha. As an alchemy apprentice...
I'll be going then.
Once you've got everything ready for the wedding, we'll meet in front of the fortress gate. There, I'll let our lady in on some other details of our plan. But that won't be for your ears. Anyway, you'll be rehearsing your speech to Lord von Berghoff then, won't you?